Hello good people, this is Dyliard speaking, the CEO of the Open Wardrobe Gang, and welcome to yet another episode of our blind playthrough of Mass Effect 2. In the very last episode we finally managed to claw our way back into the main story goodness with the IFF mission, but at the same time the very last one was a very puzzling one. And I'm absolutely upholding my opinion from the very last episode that the narrative importance around the whole mission very quickly shifted from the IFF thingy, the MacGuffin, so to say, to this particular individual, Legion in front of your eyes, our very first Geth squad mate, right? Our very first Geth friendly individual also, but should we even refer to them as an individual? Probably not. Yeah, it turns out that Legion over here is a member of a group of Geth who oppose the Reapers and are afraid of the Reapers and are unwilling to just shoot us on sight, and there is another group of the Geth, the heretics, I believe, yes, that are following Reapers, but not out of indoctrination, but out of their free will. So many insane lore drops and reviews in the very last one that I don't really know just yet how to feel about them. Will we be fighting hand in hand the Normandy 2.0, the Geth, the Turian military, and the Alliance in a big climactic battle against the Collectors? I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out. Yeah. Before we get into it, however, I want to talk about one more thing: the ticking time bomb situation, because it's definitely making me laugh at this point. I'm completely understanding the Mass Effect writers. You want to drum up the importance and the thrills and the excitement around a certain mission or a situation, but goddamn, that narrative device was used so many times in Mass Effect 1 and 2 at this point that I can't help but laugh when I'm hearing about it. When I'm going into a given mission, right? In the very last one, we have to escape the Reaper because it's entering the atmosphere, and in the literal next mission, the Legion loyalty mission, we have to escape that Geth also ship when we are all done inside there. Yeah. That's just a digression. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Before we go and check out what our galaxy map has to offer, let's actually see whether...
Geth on board, not as a prisoner. Can you believe that?
Commander's taken out more Geth than anybody. This one must be different.
Absolutely, Matthews, you are goddamn right. Good that my own crew is trusting my decisions. I was about to go and ask Joker what his opinion is on our current squad mate.
Performing those Geth, Commander. That'll never bite us in the ass.
There you go. We are immediately provided with the answer. How about a little bit more on our recent...
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, well, I always liked Tali, so let's just move on. And having Legion around is just begging for a rifle up your ass without the sweet talk.
I see.
My opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
I see.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
The entire crew a little bit unsure about this whole thing, but they are trusting me, huh? Good on them. Okay, let me see what we have in store currently for us. Kelly, anything?
How may I help you, Commander?
Any opinion about our ever-changing crew?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Okay.
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
How about messages? Nothing. Okay, I think with that we can just jump immediately back into it. I don't know what we are supposed to be doing, however. It's await IFF installation. I guess we can totally go and do the following missions and see whether that unlocks anything. Let me see. Oh, let's go.
Good news. Looks like the Reaper IFF is finally hooked up and ready to go.
There we go.
That is not entirely accurate, Mr. Moreau. The device is powered, but it is causing some unusual instability in other systems.
Oh no.
I recommend a more thorough analysis before we attempt to use it.
I guess take your time. Wouldn't want anything bad to happen to, you know, Normandy 2.0, right? It's like that thing is already transmitting our freaking coordinates to the Reapers.
We can't put our mission on hold forever. How long will this take?
A full scan? Who knows with this thing? Maybe you better take the shuttle for this mission.
All right.
Make sure we're up and running when you get back.
Commander, Miranda, I've already notified the team. We'll meet you on the shuttle.
I mean, easy
Once we're
peasy.
closer to our destination, you can decide who to take with you.
Sure. I guess so. Let's go. I guess we are taking like the space dumpster.
Then I guess I'll head down to the shuttle. Joker, ship's all yours. Take care of her.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Now this time, take care of her in a good way. Okay, okay, this is lovely. Oh, we're truly taking like the space dumpster. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, and just like that, we are freaking leaving God knows for what. I am not liking this. I am not liking this. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, cool outfit and cool haircut, my dude. You are looking
I'm telling
clean.
you, Edie, your readings are off. It's radiation bleed, just white noise.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static. We are transmitting the Normandy's location.
Transmitting?
No!
To who?
Oh my god.
Shit.
Elusive Man, we might need Normandy 3.0 after this. Oh no, and we are in the space dumpster? How am I supposed to
Getting
fight
out of here.
this?
Propulsion systems are disabled. I'm detecting a virus in the ship's computers.
No
From
way!
the IFF? Damn it, why didn't you scrub it?
Primary defense systems are offline. We can save the Normandy, Mr. Moreau, but you must help me.
No way. This is crazy.
Give me the ship.
What? You're crazy! You start singing Daisy Bell and I'm done.
Unlock my sealed databases and I can initiate countermeasures. The maintenance shaft in the science lab will allow passage to the AI core. Main
Okay.
corridors are no longer safe. The collectors have boarded.
Time to move, Joker.
Your lighting will guide you, Mr. Moreau.
God damn it.
What? Yo, what? This is insanity. We're playing as Joker? No way. That's so crazy. Okay, emergency lights will guide me. Oh, fuck! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, can't go. Hurry, Joker, go!
You're our only shot, Joker. Go!
Uh-oh. Is...
Joker, don't waste this chance. Go!
Where? Oh, to the left. Oh, fuck.
Go! God damn it!
Oh, I'm sorry, I was a little bit... looking at the environment. I was about to start a yapping session and here I am immediately punished for that. Okay, we ought to be going. We ought to be going. They are buying us some time. I was not aware. Like, the collectors are literally on the other side of the elevator. Perfect. Now I'm ready.
God, what is that?
Oh, you don't want to be getting up and close and personal with that thing, guys. Okay. Perfect, perfect. Don't mind me, collector.
Shit.
Okay, okay. That's not a good sign. It's so insane. God knows how many hours into the game we are changing the main character.
Multiple hostiles detected on the crew deck.
Oh, okay, okay.
Joker, this
All right, all right.
with those things. Stay close. I'll protect you.
Perfect, let's go, friend. Oh, shit! Oh my god! No time to waste.
Shit.
Not only are they in and killing, they are also abducting. Oh, this is fucked up.
Fusion plant offline. Activating emergency H fuel cells.
What the shit?
I agree! Legion, where are you?
Alright, I'm at, you.
Connect the core to the Normandy's primary control module.
Do it, do it.
See, this is where it starts. When we're just all organic batteries, guess who they'll blame? This is all Joker's fault. What a tool he was. I have to spend all day computing pi because he plugged in the Overlord.
Kind of true, kind of true. Edie, do the thing.
I have access to the defensive systems. Thank you, Mr. Moreau. Now you must reactivate the primary drive in engineering.
Ah, you want me to go crawling through the ducts again?
I enjoy the sight of humans on their knees. That is a joke.
Right.
Shaft behind you connects to the
That's
inside.
hilarious.
Good luck.
You cannot tell whether she's joking or like the collectors are influencing her at this point. We are going, Joker. You are the main character now. I love how it shows where we are going.
Hostiles are present in engineering. They are heading towards the cargo bay.
Okay. Guiding me on the ground. Perfect. I don't think there is a mechanic like hiding. Oh, never mind. We ought to be hiding. Now we ought to be hiding. Can I, like, quick save the game? No, I can't. Oh,
Engineering
shit.
is clear of hostiles. Proceed immediately to minimize chances of detection.
Perfect. Good thing I didn't run in like an idiot. Oh,
Activate
here?
the drive and I will open the airlocks as we accelerate. All hostiles will be killed.
What? What about the crew?
They are gone, Jeff. The collectors took them.
Yeah, kind of might be a problem.
Shit.
I am sealing the engine room.
Okay. Good thinking and good
I have
plan.
control.
And just like that, the Normandy got away. Hello, elusive man.
Complete. No other life forms on board. Securing airlocks and cargo bay doors.
We don't need Normandy 3.0 just yet. This is insane. R.I.P. to our entire crew. They go like the Presley treatment.
Send a message to Shepard shuttle. Tell him what happened.
Message away. Are you feeling well, Jeff?
No. But thanks for asking.
The poor guy broke something, clearly. This is insane. I was not expecting this. Oh, we are back. Maybe that was quick.
Everyone? You lost everyone and damn near lost the ship too?
I know, alright? I was here.
It's not his fault, Miranda. None of us caught it.
Mr. Taylor is correct. The harmful data in the collector drive is
God
even
damn
more
it.
sophisticated than the black box Reaper viruses I was given.
Okay, alright. I guess plugging that thing into like the Normandy was not a good idea, huh? Maybe do it in a more controlled environment. I loved it. I love the entire section of the game that we've just played through. I am actually also loving the fact that Mass Effect here and there gives like Joker just things to do, right? He's like a likable character. The writers and the developers, they know what they have on their hands, and they are, you know, giving us here and there just cool Joker moments. It really feels like he's part of the crew despite only being like the pilot, the driver, the taxi driver.
I heard it was a rough ride. How are you holding up?
There's a lot of empty chairs in here.
We did everything we could, Jeff.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, are we okay considering the virus? I mean, 99% of our firepower, considering the Normandy, is still here, you know? The crew is 99% intact. Those people kind of Oh no! Kelly! Oh no! Oh. Well, this truly is another Navigator Presley situation. I did not even think for a second about her. Oh. Okay, man. We are 98% there considering the crew. I am paying respects to her name. Maybe we can still save her somehow, some way, somehow. I saw someone kind of a lookalike being dragged away, considering, you know, the second level or whatever.
Is the ship clean? We can't risk this happening again.
Edie and I purged the systems. The Reaper IFF is online. We can go through the Omega-4 relay whenever you want.
Great.
Don't even get me started about unshackling a damned AI.
Well, what can I do against collectors? Break my arm at them? Edie cleared the ship. She's alright.
I assure you, I am still bound by protocols in my programming. Even if I were not, you are my crewmates.
Well, I was kind of suspecting that the ED was working with the collectors for a tiny bit, but as she managed to get like Normandy to safety, I don't have really, you know, a leg to stand on regarding blaming her. I trusted, but can we just go in as like a crew of 10 or something? Don't we need more people to operate this thing?
Edie has had plenty of opportunity to kill us. We need all the help we can get.
Sounds like we have everything we need to rescue the crew.
We've done everything we can. It's time to take the fight to the collectors.
Okay, not quite yet, and we are ready. Let's do it. Oof. Oof. Truly feeling like a point of no return going into absolute late game. I'm gonna say not quite yet, but not because I want to do some of those side missions. I just want to look around, considering the Normandy and now how it looks, being all empty.
I'll give the order soon. Get to your stations and secure for general quarters.
Great, here we go again. Hit the map whenever you're ready, Commander.
Yes. I also want to speak with Legion, whether that's on like the table. Final assault on the collector base. And a little bit of Paragon points, great. I mean, once again, the collectors freaking got the upper hand on us. Kelly? She is not here. Maybe you want to kind of inform, like the Elusive Man. Encrypted transmission from Elusive Man Shepard. I received words of the attack. This feels like a direct insult from the collectors and a sign that we've got them scared. The loss of your crew is devastating, but remember that they signed on for this mission knowing the risk. Miranda has likely argued for delaying rescue efforts until you are fully prepared to go through the Omega-4 relay. I know you are eager to leave, but rushing off would be a disservice to your crew's sacrifice. When you are ready, you'll have my full support. Get it done, Shepard. Nobody else can. Goddamn, we do have the support of the Elusive Man. However, he is unwilling to send us a replacement crew. Oh my god, and Dr. Chakwas also, they brought her back, and like our quartermaster, they are all gone. Dr. Chakwas was brought back to reminisce about Presley and Ashley, and then she met a very similar fate. Anything new from you, Legion, after that?
Shepard, Commander.
Exciting event played out in front of our eyes. Exciting and traumatizing.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Topic.
When we took you aboard, I
There
noticed
we
you
go.
had a piece of N7 armor welded to you.
Let's go!
Where did you get it?
It was yours.
Really?
When you disappeared, we were sent to find you. We began where you first encountered the heretics.
Eden Prime.
After the old machine's attack, it was heavily defended. We were discovered. This is the impact of a rifle shot.
Okay, but like... Wait, that doesn't answer shit. Okay, now I know where the hole is coming from. What about the N7 piece of armor?
How many other Geth were sent out to find me?
We are the only mobile platform beyond the Veil. Organics fear us. We wish to understand, not incite. One platform was judged sufficient.
You've been looking for me for 2 years?
We visited Therum, Theros, Novaria, Vermeer, Ilos.
Okay.
A dozen unsettled worlds. The trail ended at Normandy's wreckage. You were not there. Organic transmissions claimed your death. We recovered this debris from your hard suit.
Alright. Kind of weird, okay. Cerberus scrapping me off the fucking ground. The N7 helmet was still there. This guy got like the loot, considering like the chest piece. That's a little bit morbid.
The Geth are listening in on our transmissions?
Organic life reacts to stimuli in unpredictable ways. We wish to learn.
Also kind of funny that they went on this wild goose chase. Considering our Shepard, that was a fucking journey, my guy. We've driven through so many empty planets in Mako, it's insane.
What do you mean by stimuli?
We placed a fabricated story on the extranet that a certain arrangement of stars, viewed from the Batarian homeworld, formed the face of a Solarian goddess. Without waiting for verification, some declared it proof of the goddess's existence. Those who noted the lack of proof were attacked. The arguments taught us much. The experiment ended when a Solarian cult tried to purchase colonization rights to the stars and found they did not exist.
Kind of funny, but you guys go through all of this extra work instead of, I don't know, maybe notifying the Citadel races, the council about your existence, you know, maybe so that you don't get shot on sight, the nice Geth, right? Maybe tell them about the repairs. They don't want to hear my ass endlessly yapping about it. They don't trust me whatsoever.
It sounds like you're running experiments on us.
You are sapient life, but not like us. If we can model organic behavior, we can comprehend the Quarian creators. We do not understand their judgments in the Morning War.
Okay, what the hell is the Morning War?
What's the Morning War?
The conflict between the Geth and the Quarian creators. The war fought at the dawn of our intelligence. It concluded with the departure of the Creator Migrant Fleet.
Okay, hence the name The Morning, as in first thing in the morning, huh? Okay. You have some Geth poets in there.
What do you mean by stimuli?
We placed a fabricated
okay.
with the
just runs it back.
The experiment ended when
Why were you trying to contact me?
You opposed the heretics, those that took the old machines as gods.
Okay, I was thinking, yeah, there must be a little bit more to this, similarly to how the collectors are interested in Shepard, right? How are they? Yeah, why are they interested in Shepard? Why is the Geth interested in Shepard? There must be more.
All kinds of organics fought Sovereign and his Geth allies. Why am I so interesting?
You were the most successful. You killed their god. You succeeded where others did not. Your code is superior.
Okay, there is some kind of truth to it, not only withstanding, like, the information that those pillars supported us with and supplied us with. Also kind of probably withstanding, like, Reaper indoctrination to a certain extent. I guess Shepard is indeed built different, just a little bit. I mean, I wanted to claim that, you know, everything that we did, everyone else could do with enough firepower and power in general, but maybe we are just made for the mission.
That doesn't explain why you used my armor to fix yourself.
There was a hole.
But why didn't you fix it sooner? Or with something else?
No data available.
Very interesting. Claiming like the fact that they are machines, not organics, claiming the fact that have everything figured out. What do you mean no data? Hello?
Shepard, Commander.
And abruptly ending our conversation, what is this?
Find out more about you.
We are building a consensus. Please try again later.
Claiming we are talking like to the entire Geth nation while talking to Legion, yet some of like the individual is maybe showing up in this one? Huh. Very puzzling, very puzzling. It makes me think to Mass Effect 1 and the info that we got from Codex and gameplay in general, like these stalkers, were they called stalkers? There were like Geth enemies that were jumping all around every single surface in like a room, and they were claimed to be those going towards or developing towards being organics, right? I just remember an info like this being brought up, you know, the farther we go, the more organic the Geth are getting. I do wonder that idea has not been brought up with Legion so far, and Geth presence in general in this game was kind of low, one might argue. So I am wondering what's about all of that.
I have to get back to work.
Acknowledged.
Okay, I guess we're not getting anything more out of Legion for now. God bless that we even got anything, right? After that quick wiping out the entire crew section of the game. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. I'm ready. So somber, so empty, kind of depressing. We have to bring the fight to the collectors themselves, huh? Let's go. Where are we going? The Omega 4 relay? Is this our destination? I believe so.
Only half our fuel remains.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, ED. This is a one-way mission. We won't be needing any more fuel, actually. Now that I think about this, who knows where we are going? Truly. Omega, Shadow Broker Base, Ilium, Shipwreck, Citadel to Chanka. Wait. Oh, launch suicide mission is the thing we are looking for, yes. Next to the Omega, that red collector-themed relay, right? Yeah, here it is. Let's freaking go. I remember reading this. Yes. I think we can go. I think we can enter in the very late game.
Please confirm destination, Shepard. The Reaper IFF is online, but there is a chance that the Normandy may not survive the Omega-4 relay. Once we are en route, we are committed.
I think we are totally good to go. We have to rescue our crew, or I'm done waiting around. Sure, man, if we can, we will try to rescue our crew. However, I saw several individuals scream in agony and being ripped apart, so I don't know how much of a crew we can still save is the problem. Maybe Kelly and maybe Dr. Chakwas? These will be our, priority targets, let's call them.
The collectors took my people. Time to go get them back.
You got it, Commander. Plotting a course for the Omega-4 relay. ETA about 2 hours. I'll let you know when we arrive.
Fuck yeah. Oh.
Shepard.
Here it is.
I wasn't expecting you, Jack.
You wasn't?
I was thinking about you, and maybe you're right. That I need...
I see, a little bit similar considering, Miranda finally opening up a little bit, finally, showing a little bit of a more tender side. Shepard was like, I wasn't expecting this, yet the very same thing happened in Mass Effect 1 before the very last mission. What do you mean, Shepard? Did Miranda wipe out that entire sequence from your memory while you were in the probe?
It's all right. No more questions.
Yep, we fucked up with Liara in this game. I guess it's Jack. Joker, turn over the fucking camera. In the room. Okay. Okay, I see like the sex budget also went up. Oh, we done? It's hugging time? Oh, I guess those freaking straps stay on. Very brief.
Shepard, I wish I had more information for you. I don't like you heading through that relay blind, but we don't have much choice.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right, Elusive Man. Do you want me to pick you on our way? I have to say also the music is going hard. God damn, I am liking it. Oh, this is what is building like the excitement inside of me.
I'm not going alone. I've got some of the best working with me. If we stick together, we'll make it.
Fuck
I know
yeah.
they brought you back for a reason. I've never seen a better leader. Despite the danger, it's a great opportunity. The first human to take a ship through and survive.
He's like giving me this pep talk, smoking and all, and he'll be like, oh, fuck it, man. Shepard will disconnect the call and he'll be like, oh, yeah, time for a little bit of League of Legends before they head back, right? It's not like he's inside of like some kind of an HQ and he has like, you know, monitors and like meters and I don't know, all sorts of diagrams running with people running around, you know, supplying him with information or some shit. No, he's like chilling in his room. Join us. I don't think this guy is useful in combat, Shepard. I don't think I want to have him, you know, to the side of me during this very important and dangerous mission. I don't know whether I could support or rather rely on this man.
I'm going to destroy the Collectors, to stop their attacks on humanity.
Understood. It's still impressive. I just wanted you to know I appreciate the risk you're taking. Regardless of your opinion of Cerberus, of me, you are a valuable asset to all of humanity. Be careful, Shepard.
I will. I will be. Hey, hello, we be here.
Approaching Omega 4 relay. Everyone stand by.
Oh, we have not transitioned yet. Right.
Reaper IFF activated. Signal acknowledged.
Commander, the drive core just lit up like a Christmas tree.
Drive core electrical charge at critical levels.
Rerouting.
Uh-oh. Can the Normandy not take it? The trip?
Brace for deceleration.
Oh, shit!
Ooh. That's awesome.
Too close.
Very cinematic. Reminiscent of the fight against like Sovereign at the end of Mass Effect 1. Oof, we are on our own, man.
Well, these must be all the ships that tried to make it through the Omega 4 relay. Some look ancient.
I have detected an energy signature near the edge of the accretion disk.
Okay. That scary looking thing, is that the Collector's ship? I think so. So...
Has to be the Collector base. Take us in for a closer look. Nice and easy.
Yeah, I guess, or the base. Looks kind of similar. Similar design. Oh! The hell is this? Joker, time to use that big Turian cannon.
Careful, Jeff. We have company.
Okay.
Taking evasive maneuvers.
They have lasers.
Yeah, they're just pissing me off.
Nice.
Take these bastards out.
As long as the new plating holds.
Uh-oh.
They want another round? Come on, girl, let's give it to them.
Oh, this is not looking good, actually. Some drones are gonna shoot us down. Normandy doesn't look like the most maneuverable, you know, ship in the universe.
Alert. Hull breach on engineering deck.
It's in the cargo hold.
I'll take a team and deal with the intruder. You get the rest of them off our tail.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Okay, okay, kind of insane once again. An abrupt cut. Who are we taking, and is this even like the very last mission of the game? I am kind of like, once again, willing to take out Legion in order to learn more about them, but we've already spent the very last episode learning more about, you know, Legion and going on a mission with them. It would also feel terrible to our boy Garrus and Morden, who are one of my, you know, favorite characters as of now, and I really wanted to, you know, go with Samara and Tali considering the very last mission, and Morden and Garrus in this one. Once again, an engineer and an anti-shield user, let's call it. Thane is also kind of looking at me funny over here. tempted by Thane. But as it is time for like endgame, we ought to be bringing someone from Mass Effect 1 with us, right? Garrus and Morden, let's run it. Very important people, you know, to Shepard, obviously Garrus, with our original fight against the Reapers, and Morden and his contributions against like the Reapers. So I think this will be like a good squad. We will see whether there will be, you know, another mission and another, you know, squad selection screen to think about, you know, another option. Okay, with our 2 squad points, however, I cannot do much. Garrus with 6, concussive shot or armor-piercing ammo. Cannot get everything here, and certainly not here too, huh? Well, sucks a little bit, whatever. And Morden, Cryoblast, also missing a point, that's so tragic, but as Shepard is like level 30, I don't think we are getting another squad point, right? Just a little bit of that mismanagement, let's say, or not following like a meta way of dividing these points and, you know, using every single one of them, right? Well, this is what it is, okay, Morden. Go for neural shock. But I don't know how many organic enemies we'll have in our way anymore. And at this point, okay, whatever. I think we are good to go. I think we are absolutely locked the fuck in. Sniper rifle, can you use that? He can't use that. That one, which we developed for the Legion. About Morden, Locus, and okay. Okay, we are ready. We are good to go. Okay, what the hell is going on? Oculus? That is probably the thing that entered.
Here, enjoy.
What are we doing? I guess the Locus. Oh no. Take that out. Certainly. Power it a little bit. It's just left. That's awesome. Okay, it's back. That's awesome.
Deploying incineration tech.
Snap. Immediately provided with a new type of an enemy, a new type of a boss. Loving it. You guys take care of it. I am tanking for now.
We'll need heavy weapons to take this thing down.
Oh, we don't need heavy weapons.
Deploying incineration tech.
Watch me. That's going down, slowly but surely.
Flammable or inflammable. Forget which, doesn't matter.
We're sitting ducks out here. I have to try to lose them in the debris field.
Okay, whatever you say, Joker, whatever you say.
Our kinetic barriers are not designed to survive impact with debris that size, Shepard.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we upgraded. We're going in.
Oh, yes, we did.
Come on, find some room.
Kinetic barriers at 40%.
Reroute non-critical power. This is gonna hurt.
Uh-oh. The Normandy, always taking a beating.
Damage report.
Kinetic barriers steady at 30%. No significant damage.
There you go.
Take the helm, Edie, and keep it slow. See if we can avoid any more attention.
Oh.
I have detected an enemy heading for the cargo hold.
That thing again. This one's up to Shepard.
God damn it. They're unrelenting.
Heavy fire imminent.
Absolutely. Where? Where from? Oh, here? Yeah, but you're not such a big of a deal, are you?
Weapons to take this thing down.
No. We don't need it. Look. With smart positioning, Garrus, you can do everything.
Should burn nicely.
There we go. And it dipped. Okay, where the hell is it? Oh, it's back. It's back for more action. That's one weird looking motherfucker, I have to say. Something that doesn't necessarily look like what we've been served so far. Uh-oh. Out of ammo.
Need heavy weapons to take this thing down.
Maybe not, maybe not. There we go, there we go. Avoid the laser, avoid the laser. Get the hell out of my face.
Unlikely to recover this time.
Better get back up here, Commander.
We're about to clear the debris field.
Okay.
There it is. The collector base.
A few bumps on the way, but we are pulling through, man.
See if you can find a place to land without drawing attention.
Too late. Looks like they're sending out an old friend to greet us.
Oh. Alright, I was not aware of the size of that thing, so this is the collector's ship. Paling in comparison to, like, the entire base, while we pale in comparison in relation to it. Yo, let's settle it once and for all. Who is, like, the better ship? Normandy 2.0 or this thing? Avoid the death laser.
Fire the main gun.
Let's fucking go. Oh. We have a laser of our own.
Like that, you sons of bitches.
Get in close and finish him off.
Everybody hold on. Gonna be a wild ride.
No way, it's a one-shot. Or is it?
Give him hell, girl.
Oh my god, destruction.
Look out!
Let's go.
Mass effect field generators are offline. Edie, give me something.
Generators unresponsive. All hands brace for impact.
Ay, ay, ay. Joker, at least bring us inside. Or is it another instance of us having to walk?
Joker, you okay?
I think I broke a rib. Or all of them.
Multiple core systems overloaded during the crash. Restoring operation will take time.
We all knew this was likely a one-way trip.
It's okay, Miranda. The elusive man surely is powering up Normandy 3.0 at this point, right? Sending like oh no, they don't have like the IFF thingy. Fuck. Well, we'll find a way. It's okay, Miranda. There is Mass Effect 3 there, and it's awaiting us. Miranda's right. I'm not throwing my life away. I'm not fucking dying.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop the collectors, but I plan to live to tell about it.
I'm glad you're in charge. What's next?
How long until the collectors find this landing zone?
I do not detect an internal security network. It is possible the collectors did not expect anyone to reach the base.
Well, if we're lucky, their external sensors were hid like we were. They might not know we're alive.
Perfect. Oh, just like that, just like that. Another loading screen and we are in. Seemingly. Good thing we made big enough of a hole while crashing into the thing. Yo, how insane it would be if we were able to take all of our squad mates at the same time.
Planned this mission, but this is where we're at. We can't worry about whether the Normandy can get us home. We came to stop the collectors, and that means coming up with a plan to take out this station. Edie, bring up your scans.
Fucking awesome.
You should be able to overload their critical systems if you get to the main control center here.
That means going through the heart of the station, right past this massive energy signature.
That's the central chamber. If our crew, or any of the colonists, are still alive, the collectors are probably holding them in there.
Looks like there are two main routes. Might be a good idea to split up to keep the collectors off balance, then regroup in the central chamber.
No good.
Makes sense.
Both routes are blocked. See these doors? The only way past is to get someone to open them from the other side.
Distraction. Alternatives. Or blowing the doors open. I do wonder how it affects these decisions, affect the very last mission. Is it like going guns blazing in this, you know, sneaky beaky like? I was thinking maybe we should go sneaky beaky like. If they don't know of our arrival, or rather our survival, then maybe it makes sense to, you know, keep a low profile. Huh.
It's not a fortress. There's got to be something. Here, maybe we can send someone in through this ventilation shaft.
Okay.
Practically a suicide mission. I volunteer.
I appreciate the thought, Jacob, but you couldn't shut down the security systems in time. We need to send a tech expert.
It's your call, Commander. Who do we send into the shaft?
Oh, wait a minute. Ashley, are you still... Choose a tech specialist to unlock the door. Okay, I guess we are just locked into this particular way of dealing with this. I do wonder whether just, you know... talking about the option of blowing the doors up just leads into this entire... the same screen, right? Revered as a mechanical genius even among the advanced engineers of the Quarians, she's most effective when faced with technical problems that can be solved with the application of intelligence rather than brute force. Okay. Does it matter? A brilliant scientist, researcher, and famous inventor, although his knowledge is extensive on a variety of subjects, his true genius is for all matters biological. He's seldom found outside of his lab, where his restless mind can focus without distraction. Oh no! Oh, we might be sending Thane in. Isn't he trained to become the perfect killer? He's an unrivaled assassin feared through the galaxy for his uncanny skill and unmatched experience. A master of small arms, hand-to-hand combat and biotics, he's versatile and can adapt to nearly any given situation. Infiltration specialist, rather than face down hostile forces directly, she prefers to expertly bypass the defenses of her next mark without firing a shot. Garrus, veteran officer of Citadel Security who quit to lead his own elite military group with determined systems to combat crime at its source. He has gathered a wealth of experience in underworld investigation, sabotage, and guerrilla-style assaults on criminal holdings. This is so very interesting. A seasoned combat professional and veteran of the Alliance military, in addition to training in advanced tactics and field operations, he's disciplined biotic of considerable power and legion. Fearless and proficient in combat, it possesses the collective memory of the entire Geth and has the unmatched technical expertise of a sentient machine that can be used with calculated proficiency. I'm thinking like, first of all, do we truly need like a tech specialist? The game is still giving me the option to send in Jacob. And if we are real about this, then Thane, who is at death's door at this point, his words, not mine, or Legion, who is just like one of the many, are to be sent, right? That's like the logical course of action. I kind of did not have my fill regarding Morden. I want to be taking Morden with me. No way I'm risking Tally's life. That's just not gonna happen. And outside of that, all of the remaining ones don't seem to be that much of tech experts. Maybe bar Legion. Maybe this is Legion's, you know, time to shine kind of a thing, right? As I was saying, I was playing with the idea of taking Legion. Maybe we select Legion to have like a big part towards the end of the story, right? Okay, I give it a little bit more thought, and I think we'll be going with Legion. Not only is this, you know, a literal machine who is probably familiar with, you know, everything tech, adjacent. Also, if it is, you know, a suicide mission, the Legion Collective could just provide us with another, you know, individual, right? I think so. Maybe not as one with such a cool design, right? With, you know, a hole in the chest and N7 armor. But yeah, let's try this one. Okay, let's go.
Legion, you can hack through anything. I'm sending you.
That's right.
Acknowledged.
The rest of us will break into 2 teams and fight down each passage. That should draw the Collector's attention away from what you're doing.
I'll lead the second fire team, Shepard. We'll meet up with you on the other side of the doors.
Very
Not
interesting.
So fast, cheerleader. Nobody wants to take orders from you.
This isn't a popularity contest. Lives are at stake. Shepard, you need someone who can command loyalty through experience.
Okay. Okay. Choose a leader for the alternate squad. This is so tough. A perfect example would be, you know, electing Garrus, right? For like that other squad. But I want to be taking Garrus with me. That's like the problem. That's the problem I'm arriving at. I'm alright with, you know, leaving Miranda in charge. That's perfectly okay for me, I think. Even though Jack doesn't want to follow her orders, she is second in charge, so I think that's appropriate. Garrus was running his own squad within the Terminus systems, but I want to have Garrus with me still. Outside of that, I don't see many possible leaders in the team over here. Let's go with Miranda. Let's go with Miranda. I'm okay with that.
Miranda's right. She should be in charge.
I won't let you down, Shepard.
Please don't. I want everyone back on, like, Normandy in one piece. No speeches, let's move out? Absolutely not. Please, Shepard, I was thinking you would hit me with a speech. You were kind of going for it, and then we got into the action, so I want to see another one of those cool speeches that you can pull off.
I don't know what we're gonna find in there, but I won't lie to you. It's not gonna be easy. We've lost good people. We may lose more. We don't know how many the Collectors have stolen. Thousands, hundreds of thousands. It's not important.
Okay.
What matters is this. Not one more. That's what we can do. Here, today. It ends with us.
Okay.
They wanna know what we're made of? I say we show them. On our terms. Let's bring our people home.
Okay, okay. I give that a 7 out of 10, considering Shepard's speeches. Ooh, look how cool this is. Okay, fire team for Miranda Specialist. For Legion, I think we are sticking with Garrus and Morden. I think we are keeping the squad intact for the thing. Do I need to change something? I don't. We are good to go. We are good to go, baby. We are ready to kick some ass. Where's Miranda running a bigger team is my question. I want to take everyone with me. Hell yeah, baby. Enter base. Engage collectors and assist the squad members in the ventilation shaft as... probably as a distraction, right? Well, as necessary. Alright. Alright, we can do that. Finally some downtime, and finally we are marching forward, finally also on the ground.
Position. Exterior temperature slightly elevated. No obstructions detected.
Second team, are you in position?
In position. Meet you on the other side of those doors.
This is pretty freaking cool. This is pretty freaking cool. Let me power up before we go. The insides of the ship for now looking very reminiscent of like the Collector's ship. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Okay, I think we are good. I think we are Gucci. Okay, so far so good, so far so good. Pretty good speech considering Shepard. However, it had nothing on the one that he gave in front of, like, the Quarian Council. I needed more spies, Shepard.
We've been spotted.
Oh. Oh, it's been a while, collectors. It's been a while. Okay, Garrus is just waltzing in like a madman.
Shepard, reinforcements.
Okay. Some more bugs in the house. Garrus absolutely obliterated one of them. I think I ought to... Oh shit, no. No, this just brings PTSD from Mass Effect 1. From Captain Kirhei and Ashley reporting in.
This should slow him down.
My trauma is being triggered. Oh, pretty, but this is pretty freaking cool. The music, as always, awesome in Mass Effect 2. A considerable upgrade over Mass Effect 1 in that department, I believe. Okay, let's go through here for now. I'm not familiar with this track. It might be a completely new OST. Okay, disable valves.
There, over by the ventilation shaft. That valve should open the gate.
Okay, okay, Garrus, I'm going. Is that the shaft? Heat exchanger. Ew. Open to 1 of 8. What the hell is that? What the hell is that green bar that just appeared? This is another instance. Oh my goodness, this is a suicide mission, and this is the health bar of Legion. Oh my god. Another ticking time bomb situation, Mass Effect 2, I dare you. Okay, heat exchanger. Yes, absolutely. Oh my god, specialist in danger. Oh, perfect. We have to keep on hitting them. It's not an HP bar. Just have to get to the other one before it's too late.
Dead where they fall.
Perfect, perfect. Oh, I kind of did not intend to do it. Oh, I kind of did not intend to do it. It got fucked up considerably. Perfect, perfect. So far, so good. So far, so good. Specialist in danger, not anymore, baby. So cool that we can track his progress visually. Okay, easy peasy. Nothing is gonna stop us. The collectors don't know what is gonna hit them. Perfect, perfect. Focus the drones without, you know, the Harbinger. First. So that he has no one to take control later on, right? Would be a smart thing to do. Can I arch it? Can I arch it? Yes, I can. But he made it. Okay, okay.
My attacks will tear you apart.
It's just one guy. It's just one guy left. Where is he? Did he die? I believe he did. Squad on me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there's another wave, huh? There is another wave. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Legion, just hold on a tiny bit. I'm kind of in a pickle over here.
If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will.
So, it's okay, Legion, it's okay. Calm down. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I can already see it. Yes, yes, I'm here. I'm here. It's okay. It's okay. Perfect. Perfect. 5 out of 8. And we keep on climbing. This is tense. This is tense. Heavily reminds me of like Vermeer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The assholes are in the house. Send them flying. They're trying to fall back, but to no avail. Ooh. The assassins now, huh? Okay, oh yeah. Resources. There's one right next to us, so let's hold off. Let's hold off with the other ones. Let's work that group. Perfect, perfect, perfect. They totally flew. Absolutely. We're doing great, team. We are doing great. I'm in dangerous levels, Legion. Calm down. My boy, we are getting you. Yes, I think this is the very last one. Let's freaking go. I have no idea where Legion is, but this is no time to sightsee, huh? Who are we shooting at?
Come in.
Look out, Seeker swarms.
I love how everyone is involved.
We're in position. We need this door open now.
Go! We'll cover you.
The door has malfunctioned. Path blocked.
Oh, of course. Oh, easy peasy.
Here they come.
How about you shut it down?
Suppressing fire. Hold the door.
Everyone in the shot.
Nice work, Legion.
There you go.
I knew I could count on you.
Shepard, you need to see this.
All right. What is this? The people? Have we found them? Alright, some tubes, considerable in size, room. What are we looking at, Miranda? What's so groundbreaking?
Looks like one of the missing colonists.
There's more. Over here.
Okay, this is what we expected. Isn't this good? Oh, it's not.
God, she's still alive.
Uh-oh. Oh my god!
Get them out of there.
Oh my... Oh, this is... this is not good. She's not alright. Oh. Kelly! Oh, it's Kelly! And Dr. Chokwas! Actually in one piece!
Dr. Chakwas, are you okay?
We actually saved them!
Shepard, you came for us.
She's very much surprised as I am seeing you guys still alive. That the very first individual that we are looking at got freaking bloodied. I was like, oh, there is something red on your face. I don't know, maybe they are running some experiments or like the process has only started. No, she very quickly got into that meat grinder.
No one gets left behind.
Thank God you got here in time. A few more seconds and I don't even want to think about it.
The colonists were
processed. Those swarms of little robots, they melted their bodies into grey liquid and pumped it through these tubes.
Okay, so this is what the tubes are for? Listen, collectors, there has to be a more efficient way than melting people into grey goo and then creating your versions of the said people. It's fucked up.
Why are they doing this? What are they doing with our genetic material?
I don't know. I'm just glad you got here before it happened to us.
Yep, you are lucky.
But we still have a job to do. We've done well so far. Let's hope we can finish the job.
Joker,
oh.
Can you get a fix on our position?
Everyone is here.
All those tubes lead into the main control room right above you. The route is blocked by a security door, but there's another chamber that runs parallel to the one you're in.
I cannot recommend that. Thermal emissions suggest the chamber is overrun with seeker swarms. Morden's countermeasure cannot protect you against so many at once.
Really? Huh. So many decisions, and I do wonder whether all of them are, you know, how would I say it? Meaningful in a way. If we were to send in Jacob, would he not be able to work as fast as Legion? Would we lose Kelly and Dr. Chokwas? I don't know. Would we be, you know, going guns and blazing if I were to, you know, blow up the doorways? And would I be able to, you know, get there faster, but maybe, you know, having to overcome stronger opposition? So many questions running through my brain. And I absolutely love the setup. I love how involved everyone is. It heavily reminds me of, you know, the ending of Dragon Age Origins, where you can actually finally, for the very first time, see every one of your squad mates contributing during that final battle. Seeker swarms. Finding another way in, or they must have a weakness. I mean, possibly both of them are true.
What about biotics? Could we create a biotic field to keep them from getting near us?
Yes, I think it may be possible. I wouldn't be able to protect everyone, but we might be able to get a small team through if they stayed close.
I could do it too. In theory, any biotic could handle it. Shepard, who do you want to maintain the field?
Oh, wow! Just another big decision. This is lovely. This is lovely. It just opens up my you know, my brain into all of the possibilities of, you know, running the scenario over and over again and taking other people. Okay, so now we have to, because I chose to go with, like, protecting myself against the swarm and not even looking at the other option of finding another way in. Now I'm automatically locked into selecting a biotic. Well, sucks to be me. I wanted to know what the other possibility might be, but it seems that, you know, just there's one selection and you're going with it. It's not like they provide me with, like, many options and, okay, now think it through. No, we are locked in considering, you know, biotics. Kind of sucks. Kind of sucks considering, kind of sucks considering the fact that I wanted to bring it home with Garrus and Morden, but we are changing things on the fly. I want to go with either Jack or Miranda, I think. Either Jack or Miranda, or maybe it's Thane's time to shine. No, these two characters just feel so much more important considering the situation, right? Miranda second in command and, like, being almost Shepard's equal and, you know, making up this plan as we go along. And Jack, we've just had our close connecting moment there was between the two of us, so I want to go with either of them. How about we go with Miranda? Sorry, Jack.
Miranda and I will take a small team through the Seeker swarms. The rest of you provide a diversion by going through the main passage. We'll open the security doors from the other side and meet you there.
Who should lead the diversion team?
Okay, specialist selection. Choose a leader for the alternate squad. Well, now we are in a pickle. I don't necessarily know now whether Miranda is joining my team or just covering for my team. If she is only covering for my team, then I still want to go with Morden and Garrus, but if she is joining my team, I would send Garrus to be leading that other team. Maybe let's go with it anyway. My boy has worked enough in our main team. Let's designate him to another important task.
I'll keep the defenders busy. You slip around the back.
What about me and the rest of the crew, Shepard? We're in no shape to fight.
Commander, we have enough systems back online to do a pickup, but we need to land back from your position.
We can't afford to go back, Shepard. Not now.
The mission comes first. I will have someone escort you. I mean, half of our squad is not involved anyway, it seems. Like, we are standing there in, like, the big shots, but when it comes to fighting, it's usually us doing the heavy lifting. Maybe we can spare some Guardian to escort the people out?
You'll never make it without help. I'll send someone with you.
Okay. Oh, and now escorting the crew to Normandy. If we don't go with this, is our chance of survival higher? Don't know. I think I will send... Why don't I send... When I'm hearing someone to be escorting someone, I'm thinking about a beefy dude. And if I'm thinking about beefy dudes, it's either Zaid, it's Grant, or it's Jacob. Zaid, actually, now that I think about it, out of the question, he is totally not up for the task and he would leave those people behind and for dead if he was presented with like an insurmountable obstacle. Grant, I believe in his combat prowess, but I think Jacob is better suited for like this thing because he is like a Cerberus guy. Therefore, he has like a personal interest regarding getting those people to safety. It's his crew also.
Joker, send me the location of the landing zone. We'll meet you there.
We've all got our assignments. Let's move out.
Let's freaking go. That's just so cool. And this time, Jacob completely leaves this particular screen. Kind of interesting. And Miranda is delegated to being a specialist. Okay, whatever. I'm taking Morden still. And I guess, Thane, this is your time to... Or Jack. Or Jack. Let's go with Thane. Let's go with Thane. He's proficient in those biotics. And we are being provided with so many options to change and mix up our squad and make valuable and, or rather important looking decisions. Then I'm sure we'll get to select Jack in a moment again. Okay, Thane. What are you rocking? This is okay and this is okay. Sure, let's exit. Let's go.
Moving out. Try to stay close, Commander.
Nice. 1 second, Miranda, because Thane ought to distribute those points that he has on him. Do I want a throw or shredded ammo? We're not encountering that many organic targets, I think. Let's invest another one into throw and one into shredded or shredder armor. Oh, that's so cool. The squad is here. I've been missing like a big group assignment. This is awesome.
Damn, the swarms are interfering with radio contact. You ready for this?
Okay. A big decision. Is it just like that? We are moving?
Let's go, Commander.
Had to give her an okay sign, as always. Biotics
Incoming.
In my team.
They've seen us.
More proficient than me and more cool looking with their abilities. Can I just blast? Oh, also power that shit up.
On my
way. Squad, keep close. This is danger territory.
Can't fight back like this. Taking cover. Tell me when you're ready to move out.
Yup, this makes perfect sense, Miranda. Stay there.
Your form is fragile.
I'll take care of them.
This is true power.
I have to remind myself that I'm not in a literal force field. The field is stopping like the swarm, not necessarily the collectors. And their bullets.
Only damage the vessel.
Damage the vessel. Don't damage the vessel, you bitch. You ain't using me for shit. Oh. Where the fuck did you come from?
Your genetic destiny.
Yo, someone take care.
Let me know when you're ready to move up.
Someone take care of this guy.
Ready, Commander. Moving out.
Hey, the insides of the collector's ship. Looking awesome. Looking better than the very last time. It doesn't, however, still get to the level of like the Shadow Broker base, I have to say. That was absolutely looking out of this world.
Hostiles. Dead ahead.
Get us to cover, Miranda. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Incoming.
Another blowing up abominations. Miranda, would you mind slowing down a little bit?
Not difficult.
Okay.
Hostile fire. Moving to cover. Tell me when you're ready to move.
Very nice.
Are the harbinger of your destiny.
Very nice, very smart, Miranda.
Apart, Shepard, I will.
Ooh, this sucks a little bit. This position sucks a little bit, but it is what it is. I have to take care of the Harbinger because he's fucking up my squad heavily. Get into cover, people. Get into cover. Play it safe. Play it cool.
You will not stop me. I know you.
Just the thing to help.
Okay, that was a cool slide, Shepard. That was a cool slide.
Sentient beings need never fear pain.
Lost shield.
Okay. Guys, fuck this guy up.
Don't resist.
Deploy.
Face your
All
annihilation.
clear. Let me know when you're ready to move up.
Perfect, perfect. Just a moment, Miranda. Let me take in the scenery. I am so... Can I move? Okay, perfect. I'll freaking step my ass outside of the barrier.
You're leaving the barrier.
And see how it goes. And like the wasps immediately started swarming me. And affecting my own personal shields. Okay. Very impressive looking. Finally, they put on some freaking lights in here. Looking a little bit more lively. Alright, I think we are ready to move out, but as I was saying, I'm loving the current, setup that we are running. We have a team devoted to, combat, and then one of our squad mates is, also contributing through their specialized, skills. So far, considering the climax, we might want to speed it up a little bit, Miranda. For now, considering the climax, I'm loving every single decision that the developers are going with. It just feels appropriate. It all feels right. Is it supposed to be taking this long, Miranda? Are you a-okay? She is visibly struggling.
Could be a tough fight.
What the fuck?
I'll hold this position until you're ready to move out.
Alright, she sped up a little bit. At the end there. Oh no. Oh, not the scions. Oh no. And abominations left, right, and center. Oof. I guess deal with like the husks for now. Perfect, perfect. It's almost coming together. Ooh, Morden got downed. Let's bring people back, and my shields likewise.
One down. Hit.
Okay, this is a little bit awkward. This is a little bit awkward. I'm freaking fearing for my life. We are getting overrun. Fall back, squad. Fall back. Keep on blasting. Oh no. Oh no. Something is fucking me up. However,
All clear.
we're still in one piece. We're still in one piece somehow. This one was a little bit too close for comfort. Let me pick up as much ammo as possible. Oof.
Moving out, Commander.
Don't stress me out like that, Miranda, with your supposed slow walking and easy to stomach pace. And then she suddenly runs up, sprints up.
Perfect.
Okay, Garrus is having a great time on the other side of the intercom. Guys, please, can you take care of that one guy for me?
I don't know how much more I can take.
Ah, shit, we ought to have brought a replacement. Miranda, just a little bit forward.
I can see the entrance. I need to get there soon.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, she's picking up the pace. Now the gravity is working in your favor, Miranda. Oh, that's so cool. We no longer are stopping for combat. Okay, you can do it.
Hold on, we're almost there.
Suddenly, collectors spawned in the cutscene.
We must move quickly, Shepard.
All right, let's move.
But protect Miranda.
Keep it up.
But protect Miranda.
Hurry, Shepard.
Everyone, through the doors, now!
Hurry, Shepard.
No, fall back!
What? No way! No! What? Thane!
Come on, Shepard, where are you?
What's going on?
What's your position?
We're pinned down at the door, taking heavy fire.
No way to process this. Where's Thane?
Just hold on. Get this door open. Come on. Seal the door.
This is truly a suicide mission. No! Garrus! Oh, he's alright. Oh, he's alright.
Joker, are you at the rendezvous point?
I'm here, Commander. Chakwas and the rest of the crew just showed up.
Mr. Taylor's group just arrived, Shepard. No casualties.
Excellent. Now let's make it count. Edie, what's our next step?
There should be some nearby platforms that will take you to the main control console. From there, you can overload the system and destroy the base.
Commander, you got a problem. Hostiles massing just outside the door. Won't be long till I bust through.
Anyone gonna address Thane being gone? What the fuck just happened? I was like, oh yeah, it's a suicide mission. We should send Thane over like the vents, or maybe we shouldn't. And here I'm selecting him again, and he just gets abducted. He got abducted. What happened to him? Can we save him? No mentions of him now. It's like, oh yeah, the crew. Let's save the crew. Thane, he was only, already one leg in the fucking grave, right? With his fish illness. Forget about him. Commander, you got a problem. Hostiles massing just outside the door. Won't be long until they burst through. Someone has to hold the door, or we'd better hurry. These freaking choices, man. I do wonder, is it because, like, Thane... Would anyone get abducted? It's just making me want to pick the least likable, characters in our squad so that everyone else is safe. Because it's seemingly... Even my squad is not safe at this point. So we are either leaving someone behind or we are just hurrying up. I don't know about this whole situation. The mission is getting me stressed. I've just been praising it for, you know, the cool setup with Miranda. Now I'm questioning every decision going forward. What are the ramifications of every single one of those? How about we hurry the fuck up? No way is like a singular person gonna hold off an army of the collectors, right?
We need to finish this before they get through.
Pick a team to go with you and leave the others here to defend this position. That should buy you some time.
Okay. No, Thane, what the fuck? He's just in the red. Jacob disappeared. Thane in the red. Our squad is fucking melting in numbers. So I was like, yeah, let's hurry the fuck up. And Miranda was like, no. Leave someone here. Fucking illusion of choice, my ass. So someone is gonna be fucking dying, huh? Okay, guys, I think we ought to bring it home with the team that we currently have. Garrus and Morden have been doing some heavy lifting, and they are gonna see this thing through with Shepard. I think we are good. I think we are good to go.
I'm ready, Commander.
Ready, as well.
Anything to say before we do this?
Guys, someone go fucking look for Thane. People die, make it count. We must honor the fallen. Oh.
Words shouldn't matter. People have died. If losing our friends isn't enough, if that doesn't make you want payback, what are we doing here? The Collectors, the Reapers, they aren't a threat to us. They're a threat to everything. Everyone. Those are the lives we're fighting for. That's the scale.
Okay, the last stretch, let's fucking go.
It's been a long journey, and no one's coming out without scars. But it all comes down to this moment. We win or lose it all in the next few minutes. Make me proud. Make yourselves proud.
Okay.
We'll do our best. Good luck, Shepard.
Getting me pumped up. Better than the very last one, speech. We ride into the sunset. I would say 8 out of 10. It would have been more with Thane being able to actually fucking hear it.
Hostiles incoming!
Wait, what is going on? Guys, I'm looking around.
We've been spotted.
Killed that one.
Perfect. They are already scouring. These puny-ass collectors, they have nothing on us. However, the main bug, the Harbinger himself, that might be a problematic individual to deal with. Uh-oh. More of them incoming, but I have like a head start. Alright. Yeah, this asshole can totally break my cover. Good mister, if you were to send more than 3 people at a time, maybe you could take me down.
Just the thing to help.
This hurts you.
Okay,
Hostiles incoming!
I think that version of him got beaten.
Assuming control of this force.
Get ready to fight.
Concussive shot ready.
We are the harbinger of your
Nice.
This body's pain is irrelevant.
I'm taking fire.
Face your annihilation.
Okay, they brought out the goddamn shields. We are taking heavy fire. But they cannot seem to be getting to our side. Anakin, I have the high ground. Uh-oh.
I will direct this personally.
I no longer have the high ground.
This should slow him down.
Perfect, perfect. Let me tank for a bit. This guy is dangerous.
Deploying incineration tech.
Yeah, easy peasy for now. Oh, what the fuck is that? 2 science at the same time? How do I deal with this? Oh, at least there are no more abominations and husks on that. I don't think they will spawn out of thin air. Just get them ASAP. Yeah, get them ASAP and then we can move into dealing with those. Good thing they spawned like a mile away. Perfect, perfect. And they have like trouble with the elevation a little bit.
You got it.
Be right there.
A heavy warp, the most powerful ability in the known galaxy.
Thought I was harmless, did you?
All sorts of awesome OSTs in this episode. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Ooh, we are still somehow powering through. I have not died in this episode, I believe. Only died as a Joker that one time.
This is it. All the tubes lead to this spot. Edie, what can you tell us? What are they doing?
The tubes are feeding into some kind of superstructure. It is emitting both organic and non-organic energy signatures.
Okay.
Given these readings, it must be massive. Shepard, if my calculations are correct, the superstructure is a Reaper.
Huh?
Not just any Reaper.
What the fuck?
Human Reaper.
This is the very last thing I was expecting. What do you mean a human Reaper?
It appears the collectors have processed tens of thousands of humans. Significantly more will be required to complete the Reaper.
Yo! First of all, the visuals amazing. What a fucking scary looking shit. On the other hand, so I was right with that dumbass comment from like early on in the playthrough that they are using the humans like energy, like in the Matrix, right? Like in the Matrix movies. Like human batteries sort of a stuff, the machines using humans. Looks absolutely phenomenal. Why they gotta give like the fucking Reaper teeth though? What help does that give to like this machine god? Is it gonna bite someone? Maybe if they spent less time on developing like the teeth, the collectors, it would have been like completed by now. It appears the collectors have processed tens of thousands of humans. Significantly more will be required to complete the Reaper. At least we are nowhere close to that thing being operational, right? It's not gonna just fucking wake up and it's not gonna just wake up and fucking start attacking me, right? Very interesting. Why do the Reapers want like a human Reaper? Or like the collectors for that matter? Why not an Asari Reaper? I'll be a fucking sexy ass Reaper. Or a Krogan Reaper, that would be like a tanky ass Reaper. You would probably want a Solarian Reaper. That Reaper would be fucking short-lived, right? But wow, that's whack. I was not expecting this.
What did the collectors gain by turning humans into this Reaper shell?
They may be facilitating the Reaper equivalent of reproduction, or it may serve another purpose.
Really?
I do not have the data to speculate further. However, it is clear that the collectors are merely pawns. The technology and ability needed to create this Reaper is not their own. It is likely that different species construct each Reaper. In this case, the collectors provide the labor.
Mm-hmm. So what, every single cycle is like one race gets indoctrinated or something, or like taken over, destroyed, and from it another one spawns? The Protheans got wiped out, and what was created? A Prothean Reaper? No, that doesn't make sense. Would have seen it. It wasn't also the Sovereign, right? That's like the most normal looking Reaper ever. Normal as in we've seen similar designs to his in... Even though it had a feminine name, I'm referring to it as his. We saw similar designs in like the Arrival vision. It is likely that different species construct each Reaper. In this case, the Collectors provide the labor.
The Collectors are just Protheans. Why would they help the Reapers?
The Reapers subdued the Protheans long ago. Probabilities suggest they attempted to create a Prothean Reaper and failed. Over time, they adapted the Protheans to suit their needs, changed them, turned them into workers, tools for the Reapers.
Okay, so they were making a Prothean Reaper. They failed, and now what? It's human time, baby. A little bit of a big praise, considering, you know, our recent arrival in like the deep space, right? Other races that flourished alongside us, or even prior to us, but after the very last wipe, Asari, Krogan, and so on and so forth, they were not picked for this.
They're building it to look like a human. Why?
Good question, Shepard.
It appears that a Reaper's shape is based upon the species used to create it.
Yeah, but isn't it metal?
Reapers are machines. Why do they need humans at all?
Incorrect. Reapers are sapient constructs, a hybrid of organic and inorganic material. The exact construction methods are unclear, but it seems probable that the Reapers absorb the essence of a species, utilizing it in their reproduction process.
Wow. Okay, a lot to take in. Is it like every single wipe there is a singular Reaper being born? But they were like tens of thousands of human lives, and they likely need much more, but not like a galaxy handful of individuals, right?
How many more humans do you think they'd try to take?
Millions. Perhaps more. Impossible to know for certain. This Reaper appears to be in a very early stage of development. An embryo in human terms.
Very interesting. Very fucking interesting. I was not expecting to Mass Effect to go with this. I don't even know what way. It's looking all steampunk and shit.
So it's not alive yet? We can still stop it from being created?
The process can be stopped, but it is unclear exactly how much it has developed. I cannot, for example, tell you if it has awareness.
Okay, it might not have legs, but it has fucking hands to swat us away and teeth to munch on my ass.
This thing is an abomination. Edie, how do we destroy it?
The large tubes injecting the fluid are a weak structural link. Destroying them should cause the supports to collapse, and the Reaper to fall.
Give us a minute, Edie. We gotta take care of some old friends first.
The tubes that just got, like, covered in armor? Who arrived? What assholes arrived? More collectors, goddammit. Who is the Harbinger then? Am I like the final piece of the puzzle? Shepard with his biggest dingus? And the absolute him genes? To make a perfect Reaper? Okay, too many questions rushing through my brain, and not enough bullets for like all of the collectors.
Firing a high-impact shot.
Your form is fragile.
Looking absolutely amazing, that Reaper, but how do we expose those elements of that we need to be taking down? I'm camping in the worst possible spot. How about we push up just a tiny bit? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, pushing up might have not been a good idea because this bitch is spamming. Okay, alright. Easy peasy? Oh, fuck, that was just one, huh? Okay. Couple of more encounters, huh? Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't know what to do. They're all grouped.
Neutralized.
Perfect, perfect. The Harbinger is not in the house just yet. Perfect, the Cryoblast, it's... Perfect, perfect, perfect. We cannot take two at a time, huh? And I'm all out of ammo. Lovely. Maybe some over here? No.
Direct intervention is necessary.
Oh, that's so cool. The animation is amazing. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Not good, not good. Don't get out of cover when it's not absolutely necessary.
Firing a high-impact shot.
Our power is unmatched.
Oh my goodness.
You will know pain, Shepard.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, man. I'm taking your ass down.
I must tear you apart, Shepard. I will.
Okay. Perfect. 9 ammo to my name in this. Yeah, perfect. Let's push out. Let's push up just a tiny bit. Where the hell are they coming from? Okay. Is it time? It's time, baby.
Shoot.
Guys, it's waking up. It seems. Oh no. Actually not. Morden. With his puny ass gun, what were you
ground team. Status report.
supposed to do?
Jack here. I'm tagging him as they come, but feel free to call for an exit any time.
Head to the Normandy. Joker, prep the engines. I'm about to overload this place and blow it sky high.
Oh, let's fucking go. Ticking time bomb.
Commander, I've got an incoming signal from the elusive man. Edie's patching it through.
What? What do you mean? Now you chime in, you bitch?
Shepard, you've done the impossible.
I mean, I don't think like the job is, you know, done just yet.
I still have to destroy the base.
Not necessary. I have a better option. I'm looking at the schematics Edie uploaded. A timed radiation pulse would kill the remaining collectors, but leave the machinery and technology intact. This is our chance, Shepard. They were building a Reaper. That knowledge, that framework could save us.
Of course. At long last, you get excited about something, Mr. Elusive Man. And call in order to twist your fucking villain mustache? I don't think that's a good idea, my guy.
They've liquefied people, turned them into something horrible. We have to destroy the base.
Don't be short-sighted. Our best chance against the Reapers is to turn their own resources against them.
Agreed. Collector base horrific. Bio experiments, but should use what's here. Risks galaxy to ignore opportunity.
He's right, Shepard. They were working directly with the Collectors. Who knows what information is buried there? This base is a gift. We can't just destroy it.
Bro, this kind of makes sense, but how about I hand this information over to the fucking Space UN when they obviously elect more qualified people than the fucking Council? I'm not trusting Cerberus with this information.
You're completely ruthless. The next thing I know, you'll be wanting to grow your own Reaper.
My goal is to save humanity from the Reapers, at any cost. I've never hidden that from you. Imagine how many lives could be saved if we keep this base intact and use its knowledge to thwart the Reapers. Imagine the lives that will be lost if we don't.
He's not even denying it. He's not even denying it. He's like, oh yeah, we'll fucking just start production in 24 hours, baby. We'll have that fucking human Reaper working for us. It's all cool and dandy, but like, Cerberus has a terrible track record with all of their fucking experiments. Seemingly not a singular one is coming to fruition in the way that would suit and help humanity as a whole. I'm not trusting this guy. This doesn't feel right. Not at all. Not Cerberus.
No matter what kind of technology we might find, it's not worth it.
Shepard, you died fighting for what you believed. I brought you back so you could keep fighting. Some would say what we did to you was going too far, but look what you've accomplished. I didn't discard you because I knew your value. Don't be so quick to discard this facility. Think of the potential.
My goodness, big choices, huh? I probably would do it in a heartbeat if this was like the ending of Mass Effect 1. You know, the Council, as much of a bums they are presenting themselves to be, you know, at least I know they are kind of trying to work for like the betterment of like the space society. They have in mind the space society and they kind of want it to survive. The Illusive Man, however, he's like, okay, yeah, sure, we are saving humanity, even if it means like, you know, 10 humans survive and we can kind of rebuild our civilization from that point. He would still be taking that over some other plan that, you know, is less probable, but, you know, saves more people, for example. But he's getting to me. He's making some good points and also more than backed him up. Garrus is not chiming in. It's terrible. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What should we be going? I would go with my gut, usually, and don't hand it over. But at the same time, a lot is at stake. A lot is at stake. Trying to think what's also appropriate for our Dyliard Shepard. And I think that's going to be like the deciding factor. Even though I myself may think this is a smart thing to do, I'm also aware of ramifications, and so is Dyliard Shepard. And going with the gut reaction, I don't think Dyliard Shepard would hand it over to the Illusive Man. Because we've been like given free reign, and it was kind of also emphasized that, you know, Illusive Man is always like, oh, whatever, do whatever you want with it, or run this operation however you want, because you have like the potential to go big and save us all, right? He was trusting Shepard up until to a certain point, probably manipulating him to a certain extent, right? But was giving free will to Shepard. And I think the gut reaction of Dyliard Shepard would be to not hand this technology over, because we would find another way, because we always do, in a way, right? I have a perfectly good track record and I consider myself a good guy, therefore we don't fucking need it. It's gonna come and bite me in the ass, won't it?
We'll fight and win without it. I won't let fear compromise who I am.
Yup.
Shepard, think about what's at stake, about everything Cerberus has done for you.
Shut that shit off. Later, bitch.
Let's move. We've got 10 minutes before the reactor overloads and blows this whole station apart.
Oh, ticking time bomb? I was not expecting this. Oh, shit. Oh! What the fuck? Reaper human larva? Weak point? Oh, it's powering up! What is going on? Oh, everyone's dead. Where's their weak point? Where's the fucking weak point? Oh, I was not expecting this, guys. It's operational. I have bad news, Bear, for all of us. What is doing its ugly head? Where the fuck is the weak point? Okay, it's powering up once again. How about I smite you with, like, this? We scratched that motherfucker. Oh, it's powering up again. How about I move into cover? Can I survive this? Oh, I am alive still. Why don't I? Why am I not regenerating, Shepard? Oh, this is the weak point. Okay. It's only armored up.
This should slow him down.
Okay, that dealt a little bit of damage. Perfect, perfect. We are still in this. We're still in this despite the absolute horrors unfolding in front of my eyes.
And stay down.
Show your beautiful eye. It's twitching all over the fucking place. Perfect. Survived once again. Where's like the health bar? Oh, it's going down. Perfect. Okay, guys, you can do it. You can do it. You're dealing with the drones. I'm dealing with like the big fuck. Okay, time to take the the beam itself.
Should do the trick.
That one hit.
The most powerful weapon in my arsenal. Okay, show me. Oh, shit, fucking dodged. That guy dodged.
One down.
What is this now? What fucking untold eldritch horrors are you sending my way? Squad, on me. Okay, okay. Oh, we're somehow pulling through. Blast that face. Blast that face. Okay, alright, the HP is going down. Perfect, perfect. We might just be able to get out of this alive. Yeah, go down, bitch, go down! Yes, yes, perfect. Oh, no! Morden! No one left behind! Outside of Thane, that is. Oh! Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know how we are getting alive out of this situation. But at least the job is done. Oh! Let's freaking go, we continue on. I half surprised to cut to credits. From those original 10 minutes, we have like a minute left. Pull yourself together, soldier.
Do you copy? Commander, come on, Shepard, don't leave me hanging. Do you copy?
I'm here, Joker. Did the ground team make it?
All survivors on board. We're just waiting for you.
Uh-oh.
Human, you've changed nothing. Your species has the attention of those infinitely or greater. That which you know as Reapers are your salvation through destruction.
Okay. Wow. Shepard is like, we are bringing the fight to the Reapers, yet we are running away like pussies. Oh my god. Joker with a literal gun. Yo, no way, Thane. Oh, just like that, I guess. You are fooling no one, Mass Effect 2. I guess later bozos. Against all odds.
Yeah, I get the gist of it, Edie. Hold on.
Okay, alright. How do you like that, Mr. Harbinger?
You have failed. We will find another way. Releasing control.
Okay, what the hell was that? Oh. That's a little bit fucked up. I think I know what happened. It's like remotely controlled by a Reaper, right? On my way to get demoted by the elusive man. Just like that. Normandy empty. Everything fucked up. The crew gone. The squad, however, mostly intact.
Shepard, you're making a habit of costing me more than time and money.
Yeah, well, what can I say? Well, my boss makes $1, I make a dime, therefore I'm fucking blowing up your investment, that is like the Reaper factory. T-posing over there and asserting my dominance. Oof. That was awesome. That was awesome. The entire mission was phenomenal. The entire mission was phenomenal, but I'm so done with yapping, I just want to see what he says, right? So much to talk about. Colonists were killed, you earned it, spare me the lecture. Just trust me, elusive man. I'll find another way. I'll find another way. Yeah, considering the Harbinger, we never got to be, you know, up and close and personal with it. I was thinking we would be having like a showdown type of a situation, or it would finally, you know, reveal itself similarly to, you know, that showdown with like the Shadow Broker. No, it never came. And I believe it was like remote controlled by just a Reaper. I don't know whether that Reaper is in our vicinity, in the known galaxy, so to say, and it did not reveal itself, maybe due to, you know, Saren and Sovereign's failure. Or whether it's, you know, still not arrived, as those other ones in the Arrival DLC. Who knows? Yeah, the most fucked up thing is like what happened to like the collectors, truly. That thing was totally like not aware. It was basically puppeteered by like that collector, and in the other in the last moments of the thing, when it finally regained consciousness, it's just, you know, explosion happens basically. I do wonder whether like that Harbinger and like the collectors have like visual similarity to the Protheans. I mean, possibly, but were Protheans, you know, bug-themed, let's call them? Or is it just like a stylistic design choice for like the collectors to be this hive mind faction? So okay, we are giving them those bug slash wasp features. Let's just call it, or bee features. I mean, shut the fuck up, elusive man. I saved the galaxy. At least I pushed that clock 2 hours once again. Actually, I did multiple things at this point. I'm the only thing between, you know, the Collector or the Reaper invasion and, you know, the known galaxy.
You get the help you deserve.
And what about the rest of humanity? Your ideals have cost us more than you can imagine. The technology from that base could have secured human dominance in the galaxy against the Reapers and beyond.
Human dominance? Or just Cerberus?
That's right.
Strength for Cerberus is strength for every human. Cerberus is humanity. I should have known you'd choke on the hard decisions. Too idealistic from the start.
Fuck you, man. What do you mean choke? In like a constant delivery of impossible fucking missions, man. Maybe you should have, I don't know, remote controlled fucking Miranda or something and not push the big red button blowing up the facility. As I was saying, I'm upholding my decision that, you know, we did the right thing. This guy is finally showing his true colors. I mean, always like the betterment of humanity, but Shepard is out there. At least Dyliard Shepard is out there to make the lives of every single aliens in the galaxy better, not just humans, right? We are not in like that Terra Forma party or whatever.
I know what you are, and the price of dealing with you. We do things my way from now on.
Whatever that means.
Harbinger is coming, and he won't be alone. I'm gonna make sure we're ready when they get here. You can fall in line or step aside, but don't get in my way.
Okay.
You're sure that's what you want? You're taking a hell of a risk, Shepard.
Fuck me, man. We are demoting our boss, not getting demoted ourselves. Fuck yeah. Just throw some attitude into him. His way.
Joker, lose this channel.
Mic drop. And the fucking smirk once again to end the game off? Insane. Might have not been the smartest decision, but okay, maybe you can speak it. Maybe we can talk it out, elusive man. I didn't mean to come this hard your way. Just put you in your place, but so we still can work together, you know? Oh, Shepard is like, oh fuck, I fucked up, man. And now I'm on my own. No crew. Okay, a singular coffin? Is that for Thane? Who never brought up? Unlike Ashley? Okay, some intel on the Reapers. Oh! Oh, once again they be arriving. And just like that, this is how we do it. This is how it ends. Clap it up, boys and girls. It was a fun ride. It was something special. Whew! A lot to take in. A lot to take in. I do wonder whether there is anything after like the credits, or are we safe to just skip it? Also, once again, the game is providing us with great OSTs. I'm upholding that opinion, right? Just Mass Effect 2 in general, better considering, you know, the soundtrack, in my opinion, in comparison to the first one. And these 2 episodes, the music was going absolutely sicko mode. Wow, what an ending that was. What an ending that was, just leaving you a lot to take in. And I have to say, it was done really, really well. I really like that. I really like that setup. When we initially got to, like, the Reaper, the human Reaper, room, I was thinking to myself, oh, I hope the game doesn't, like, go the easy way out with this, setup, right? We just, fight with the thing, destroyed the facility, and it's like, sunshine and rainbows, right? The thing came back to life, we destroyed the facility, but I'm gonna go on a hot take and say that, you know, things like these decisions, the exchanges with Elusive Man, and, you know, this setup for, you know, parting ways with Cerberus and going into the unknown alone. Once again, regaining our underdog status, that's what was really good about this, right? Definitely the strongest points, right? You can look at, like, the surface and say, oh, it's just like a big boss with big hands. Just shoot the eye and avoid the attacks. No, that was, like, kind of to the side of more important stuff being set up and discussed. Very interesting, very interesting. Just the immediate reaction, I very much like the ending. I very much like the ending. The mission, very good. I think, considering, you know, action-packed missions of Mass Effect 2, this is like the best one of them. Is it my favorite? It's hard to say. There's obviously recency bias at play, but you guys know me, I like those slower ones. When we arrive into a place, there is setup, moral choices, characters to talk about. Not that much of it was here, but this was just pure, unfiltered action and badassery, and I appreciate that greatly. From, like, the writers. And once again, music is just going insane, right? The longer we allow these credits to play, the deeper we are getting into the soundtrack, and it's like triumphant, uplifting, and definitely appropriate for the situation that just played in front of our eyes. Yeah, certainly. Oh, we are getting, I think, close to the end. Oh no, because the DLCs are also mentioned over here. Yeah, as I was saying, certainly my favorite action-packed mission of the entire game. And my most favorite aspect of it was probably the fact that the entire team came together and was working together, designated different squad mates to different tasks, and at the same time seeing them all on the screen cooperating, fighting against all odds. That's definitely great. Okay, enough of the rambling. I'm gonna let these, you know, credits play. I will collect my thoughts and come back to you guys as always with my, like, final review of the game and a little bit more of a discussion regarding what we just saw. So see you in a minute. Good to have you guys back. Before we go into review, we are back in the captain's cabin, listening to some, you know, tunes. And I want to give off some more thoughts about that very last mission before we, you know, go into, you know, the review regarding the entire game. First of all, Still recency bias is speaking, but that very last mission was amazing, was very much phenomenal in my opinion. Things that I was not touching on a lot was certainly the visuals going hard, but there was just so much action happening that you could not really appreciate the insides and the designs of the collector's base. Certainly more appealing than like the collector's ship, but you know, it goes without saying that the later you go into the game and the more impressive structures are being presented to you, they ought to be looking also more impressive. But even like the framing of like the action scenes, or how beautifully Miranda's shield against like the collector's swarm looked, right, with all of those blue particles flying around, it was very much beautiful, a beautiful quest. Another talking point I want to hit is it the end of the collectors? Presumably so, right? Not only did we fuck up their entire the collector's ship, right, the bane of us up until this point in the playthrough, we also destroyed their entire base, basically blew that shit up, which kind of pains me. I was already saying how, you know, how the collectors and kind of proteins in the process got done dirty by being changed into like the collectors, then being absolutely controlled and being husks of their former selves, but also at the end there, you know, the Reaper just basically dipping and letting like these shells explode, right? And this goes even into another talking point about the proteins. The proteins, they always have this like presence in Mass Effect, in the two Mass Effect games. The very first one, very heavily centered around them, considering the lore and stuff. And then now in this one, the big reveals with like the collectors. So I'm just begging, don't let it be like the end of like the protein stuff. It always produces interesting things, and let's hope that, you know, even if it means this is the end of the collectors, let's hope this does not mean this is the end of the proteins as well. Still praying to see one alive and kicking in the flesh, so that we can, you know, exchange pleasantries, because Shepard knows like the protein language, right? After the very first game. What else? Regarding the future events, kind of burned my bridges with the fucking... burned my bridges with the council, burned my bridges with like the elusive men nowadays. I don't know how I will convince my squad to follow me when they will be not getting paid. It's time to go public about the Reapers, right, with like the Alliance. It's already kind of happened in like the arrival with Admiral Hackett giving us a heads up and us, you know, relying all of those pieces of information to him later on. They are totally in the know, but at this point, if we ought to be funded, it ought to be Alliance, I guess, because everyone else is, you know, those those ships have already sailed, I'm afraid. Maybe Captain Anderson will come in and have a big role in Mass Effect 3 as this, you know, leader of the humans. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. Another talking point I wanted to hit, this terrible event of a character basically dying, and with us blowing the collector's base, it's a certain case of a character dying. Our poor man Thane got carried away by like the swarm because he got too excited shooting, and you know, the most tragic part about all of this is I think there was little to no reaction or like custom unique reaction from Shepard and the crew, was because I think that is like in here the fate can change. Another character I believe could die in this scenario, taking place of Thane. Why do I say that? Because there was not that many reactions from Shepard, no name drop regarding Thane dying, no other character on the squad said anything, and in the very last scene, one of the very last scenes of the game, there was this faceless coffin, like with just the Cerberus emblem, and I believe that symbolized like a coffin for Thane, even though I don't believe we have, you know, the corpse of the poor guy. But I think that was like, you know, the safety net from the developers. Okay, let's give this poor individual that does not make it a faceless coffin, so we don't have to create unique, you know, interactions and unique models, right? So that's my theory about, you know, Thane, and I am a little bit sad that they did him dirty. In Mass Effect 1, certainly there was a lot of gravity built around the Kaiden versus Ashley choice, and they were once again revisited in this game, like a more of a canonical event. If like every single one of our squad mates can die in this particular game, I believe it will not have this much of a narrative importance in the very next game, because the writers would just have to, you know, cover so many different angles and player choices. Maybe there's just like a group of characters that can die. For example, let's say it was half of them or something. I don't know. I don't know how that would work, but I am going all out on a limb and saying that, you know, more people than Thane can bite the dust, sadly. Also, I was kind of surprised that during the entire mission we did not fight any boss outside of the very last boss. One can argue, you know, the Praetorians, very cool looking, very dangerous, and the fight against them is usually a banger. So I was kind of sad that we could not take one on, but you know, that was definitely made up to us towards like the end of the mission with like this Reaper human embryo. What I certainly loved, and I didn't mention, were like the Joker sections in the game. Actually funny that this is the very first time we take control of another character than Shepard in the game, maybe bar that one mech in the Arrival DLC, right? But it was certainly very enjoyable, kind of also funny that I've just recorded some days ago, like an episode for Resident Evil 2 Remake, another blind playthrough we are running on the channel, and a similar situation happened. I was under the impression we'd be playing the entire game with like the same character, and lo and behold, suddenly we switched to another character. A great surprise, and here also. And this entire section was great for, you know, more than just one reason. Of just, you know, switching off from our trusty Shepard, right? It was also like a case of, oh my god, we have no combat ability. We have to kind of rely on the team and see them sacrifice themselves in the fight against like the Collectors, a fight that they could not be winning whatsoever, right? Joker limping through the ship and like seeing people tossed around, torn to pieces, fucking abductive. That was absolutely harrowing. I do wonder what Shepard's reaction would be to an event like that, when he was put in a position where he cannot fight for those people that he cares about, and he has to be forced to watch. Yes. And the very last thing, is it the very last thing? Definitely the Human Reaper. What an interesting twist. What an interesting twist, and what an interesting idea to be throwing our way, an interesting concept. So the Collectors collecting humans in order to create like a human Reaper, and there was like a Prothean Reaper allegedly, but they failed to, you know, finalize that particular thing. I do have like a theory, or like think this is like a sort of a self-improvement type of a situation for the Reapers, letting the galaxy reset over and over again, new empires and new races rising, them swooping in, collecting that shit, making themselves stronger in the process, right? Creating more of them in the image of these new powerful races, and therefore, you know, improving their own race with their own traits, right? With human traits in this instance. Could that human embryo Reaper, could it be their new leader, right? All of like the powerfulness and power and might of like the Reapers also connected with the new and exciting DNA of humans, creating like a new figure. Would it lead the Reapers if they were to swoop in? I don't know. Maybe that's how they operate, right? And actually, yes, the very last thing is wrote down over here also. I would have liked a longer epilogue, maybe a little bit of a longer epilogue, regarding the elusive man and all of the beats during that story. Every single one of those hit perfect, pumped me up and excited me. However, I would have liked a little bit more downtime with our crew, a little bit words exchanged with one another, maybe some, you know, common other characters not from our squad having to say a thing or two, maybe Captain Anderson making an appearance, maybe fuck it, bring in Udina so we can punch him again, or like Bailey from CSEC and, you know, his reaction to all of that. That would be definitely fun to see. Also, the game provides me now with the option to, you know, still roam the Normandy and still do any side quest that I have not ventured on. So I guess this will be, you know, me doing all of those things that are left in the game. I guess this will be my epilogue. This will be my yeah, my ending. Okay, to start off our review, I think, like, in comparison to Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2 just improves things across the board. It just seems like there is, you know, more quality in there, and similarly, most of my praises for Mass Effect 1, they still stand true, so I don't want to be, you know, endlessly repeating myself. You can totally go back to the ending of the very first playthrough and hear my thoughts on other strong elements that are still strong, and I'm often pointing them out. So let's start off with like a gameplay and mostly combat over here. I also believe that overall improvements are done across the board, but my feelings on some aspects, they tend to be mixed. Like, the developers are doing like a step in the right direction, but at the same time they are doing some weird sidestep right after, or they are taking half a step back or something like that. So I will start off with like these controversial takes that I have about you know, combat. I'm on the fence about three particular things. I think it's the cover mechanics, it's like the general cooldown on abilities, and, you know, the many layers of defensive measurements that the enemies have kind of against you. So considering cover mechanics, I think the controls are a little bit awkward. They are a little bit wonky often, you know, sticking to a surface, sticking away from a surface, running next to a surface. It tends to be problematic, and Shepard sometimes does not do what you want him to do, or like you find yourself next in a cover, but the elevation is fucked up and you cannot you know, shoot from behind it, or like you cannot use abilities from behind it. A lot of situations like that in the game. In this sense, Mass Effect 1 giving you more freedom in that you could just run around like an idiot, right, shooting, felt a little bit better, right? When it works, the cover system, when it works, but when, for example, enemies push up to you and you are forced to retreat, you know, the cracks are starting, you know, to show, in my opinion. Second of all, general cooldowns on abilities and how it affects you and your squad. Regarding your squad, I always played with the option to have the squad mates using their own abilities, you know, that option on, because I want to be immersed, I want to see them do their own thing and actually contribute during combat. But for example, you know, they use this skills automatically, and then you find yourself in a situation when like a shielded or barriered individual is pushing up and you're like, team, it's time to unload everything that we have on this guy because he will push up and kill me. And then you open up the active pause and you're like, oh shit, Jacob fucking powered up some defensive ability just a moment ago, a split second ago, and now for like the foreseeable future, who knows how many seconds, he cannot use another ability. So, you know, the fact that you're trying to be immersed and they are using abilities on their own, it's kind of fucking you up also in the process. And because there is this general cooldown for Shepard also, you cannot combo on your own abilities, right? I cannot throw a singularity and immediately throw a warp because I have like a general cooldown, right? So you often find yourself in a situation when you don't use that many abilities because all I'm doing is prepping like groups with a singularity, or I'm proccing the prepped enemies all the time despite having all of those exciting abilities. I was using not that many of them, it feels. And like the multiple layers of defensive mechanisms for enemies is also actually a good segue into this. My eyes absolutely lit up when I started off the game and we were just provided with enemies with help, right? I'm like a space mage. I'm so powerful. I can combo left, right, and center. This feels so good. But the thing is, you can only really combo and prep someone as a biotic when you have like a health individual, an individual with just health, not armor, barrier, or biotic shield. It makes sense, actually, considering the biotic shields, right? And later on, when you get into the game, when somebody is running around with just health, they are wiped off the face of the earth with just like a singular ability. So it's not even worth comboing these ordinary enemies. Just throw a shockwave and the husks will get automatically killed or something like that. You know, once again, it's like I felt like I was using the same combos over and over and over again, the same abilities mainly, which is a shame because I swear running a biotic in Mass Effect 1 on your team and having, you know, those levitation spells with throwing and or pushing and pulling was just so fun. But here you find yourself with like an AoE ability, for example, like Shockwave or Singularity, and it's like, great, a group of enemies is like they're grouped together. I would want to be comboing them and AoEing them down. No, because all of them have armor, for example, and it's like, at this point, you just have to work those layers and layers and those health bars off of them in a more tedious way, I think. Enough with like the things I'm mixed about. How about something great that this particular gameplay and combat does? It definitely comes in strength that there are great boss fights in this particular game. I'm thinking Shadow Broker, I'm thinking those Praetorians, I'm thinking that one Asari that was teleporting around, you know, just unique bosses with unique abilities that shake up like the gameplay and how an encounter is supposed to be played with those ordinary cover mechanics, right? Certainly something that Mass Effect 1 was devoid of, in my opinion. And another strong aspect for this, despite all of those annoyances coming with many defensive abilities, the enemy variety in this game is absolutely insane, and it definitely, because of that, the combat feels fresh at all times. You know, running into pyros, running into engineers sending off drones, running into those drone dogs who are just running up to you and trying to blow up, dealing with husks or with biotics and their abilities, you name it, there's just so much variety, which makes the combat feel fresh, at least in this instance, right? And in regards to level design, and maybe even throw, you know, the scanning discussion into this, I think we can see like real improvements showing in this particular game. Starting off with scanning, why don't we? I think like Mass Effect 1 was really bloated with its side content, with the open plains of nothingness and riding around with the Mako. I think this game provides you with less filler in general, and how do I say it? How do I phrase it even? I'm not sure. I had it written down that scanning in Mass Effect 2 is better than riding around in the Mako in Mass Effect 1, but it is really a question of fucking picking your poison. And I don't even know whether that's the case even. I'm flip-flopping in this issue. What I'm trying to get is, I think, downright horrendous, boring ass fucking terribleness of scanning in Mass Effect 2, sitting on like the fucking map and scanning, is terrible, but it leads to an interesting N7 mission with it being cinematic and interesting objective and so on and so forth. On the other hand, Mass Effect 1 has like mildly infuriating boringness of running around in the Mako at all times, and then it doesn't necessarily lead to more exciting things, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, the scanning is bad, but it leads to good things. While in Mass Effect, on average, I think I was, you know, mildly annoyed by like the Mako section. And considering level design, I think this is where the budget really shows once again the budget going up. That is, every single planet and every single environment is looking unique, as opposed to Mass Effect 1 when we would be often running through like the same environments. It feels. I believe that the level design in Mass Effect 2, on average, is better than in Mass Effect 1. It usually boils down to like a series of corridors, but we obviously get additional rooms here and there, and additional paths also. I was emphasizing that it's on average better than Mass Effect 1, because truly, I think the peak of Mass Effect 2 is not as good as peak of Mass Effect 1, and here I'm talking about Noveria, baby. That level design in that mission was just freaking phenomenal. But if they were to just throw in a lot of, just a couple of open spaces in Mass Effect 2, and maybe differentiating paths regarding quests, I think I would be just singing the praises for this particular game regarding level design. Moving to items, loadout, and skills, let me just say, what the fuck did they do with like the items, and who the hell is responsible for this? I know I complained about too many items in Mass Effect 1, but this is not what I meant. This is not like a monkey's paw type of a situation, right? It's downright criminal, I believe. There is so much cool gear in the Mass Effect universe, and we got like 3 guns in a given category. Or do you like a handgun? Okay, here's a handgun, here's like an upgraded version of the handgun, and there is some weird twist on the handgun, and that's basically it. That's what you'll be, you know, rocking the entire game. Outrageous, in my opinion. And also, why did they remove like my ability to mess and change the armor of my squad mates? I greatly enjoyed that aspect of the very first game. So yeah, in my opinion, whatever the hell they did to items, terrible. Oh, and I didn't even mention like the most outrageous thing of all. Why no numbers, game? Why no numbers? Why do I have to, you know, read a paragraph of a description? And don't get me wrong, I am loving the lore. But why do I have to read an entire paragraph of a description in order to figure out or even get like a small hint towards whether the gun I found is better than the very last one I'm running? That's absolutely crazy. Why don't do it like every single game in existence out there? So yeah, regarding the items, certainly a change for the worse in my opinion. But the skills are alright. Yeah, the skills are all right. They are they are an improvement. Even though this goes back a little bit to my last complaint about, you know, the general cooldown. There are so many cool skills that are there in the game, and I want to be using more of them. You know, but in general, I think the skills really good. It's always lovely to see the squad mates having their unique abilities, and that is also to say that I was a little bit of a soldier, left mouse button holding monkey in the very first game, not really preoccupied with my squad's positioning and what skills they have and how they use them, until I was, you know, unless I was up against like the wall. In this one, I certainly got invested into all of those system and more invested into the squad. Yeah, and this is what I meant when I say I don't want to be repeating praise for Mass Effect 1 in the context of Mass Effect 2, because, you know, we all know the items are awesome, right? In Mass Effect in general, the guns have amazing designs, the armors look very freaking cool, and you know, all of the tools that our characters are using left, right, and center, they look just freaking amazing, right? So that's why I'm focusing more on what I'm disagreeing with than just repeating the praise, considering, you know, how these great designs came to be, for example. Considering the story and the lore, I think they are very strong points of Mass Effect 2. And here I want to, you know, separate, you know, the squad missions, be it dossier or loyalty ones, from like the main plot of like the story, because as I was saying, they feel kind of disconnected, even though they occupy the same space in our journal. Still, the main story is a very strong point, you know, of the game, in my opinion. The opening mission absolutely hooks you in. The entire setup for like the game is great, with Shepard dying, being reconstructed, going undercover, and kind of working hand in hand with this like shady organization. And every single mission is like exciting, filled with twists, and at the same time filled with reveals, be it lore reveals or like reveals about, you know, the antagonists, the Reapers, or like even reveals regarding the shady organization in question, with which we are kind of forced to deal with, right? I think the game also greatly benefits from it, you know, being you know, more cinematic this time around. However, I believe like the main story of this game suffers from like the same things the story of Mass Effect 1 suffered from. That is probably the length of the main story mission, because it's not too lengthy. There are not too many missions, but, you know, depending on how you look at, you know, the character stuff that could be included in there, but also, you know, I think the villain screen time and the instances in which we see like the collectors, they are a little bit too few and far between. I just love everything that the game is doing with them, but I just want to see more of that, right? For lore, once again, I will keep it simple. It's simply amazing. You know, while Mass Effect in Pain set up all of like the universe and all of the things in motion, now with Mass Effect 2, I feel like I'm constantly on like a playground type of a situation. It feels like, you know, the universe is constantly and massively expanding with, even, for example, the recent things, the Geth factions, the Krogan genophage reactions, and how Rex is trying to band the Krogan together with all of like the Reaper stuff and reveals. It just feels great. And I also got exactly what I asked for after the very first game. Give me more alien stuff. And here we are, just sipping on that good alien stuff shit. We get to visit so many new places with so many different hubs, so many different worlds, deal with so many new characters, and see like the way of life of these different alien races. And it's always a good time learning something new about the universe of Mass Effect. The thing that absolutely, you know, steals my heart are, you know, the following: characters, writing, and quests. And in this particular section I could go on forever, so let me be you know, kind of concise in here. In this particular regard, considering the three things, I would say that Mass Effect gets so tight 2 games in that I rated over the Dragon Age series in this respect, and it's coming from like a Dragon Age, you know, Origins glazer. But what can I say? The quests, they are very enjoyable. The quest variety is insane. You're always doing, you know, something different, and it's somehow always exciting. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how the writers do it. From, you know, delivering sad fish news to some Krogan in the Presidium, to infiltrating parties, to through beating and interrogating civilians, you know, to investigating weird scenarios like that with Jacob, his father, and that Lord of Flies sort of a setup, to even saving the galaxy with your trusty gun. Mass Effect just has it all. The thing about like Mass Effect 2 for me is that it has like an ocean of variety. I've been playing this game for like Mass Effect 2 for like 90 hours or so. I don't know how many hours we have clocked in, to be fair, and it never gets stale. How come whenever I power up the game, there is something new and exciting to do? That's just amazing. Considering the characters, also phenomenal. You know, in my opinion, all of them are memorable and interesting, and, you know, uncovering what's, you know, beneath the surface about our squad mates, you know, is always a pleasure to do. It's worth noting that, you know, the many squad mates, being general over here, have different character arcs, and even we have characters affected by our own, you know, decisions and actions from Mass Effect 1. So, you know, heavy in Garrus, so, you know, heavy praise for that. I actually wanted to extend this section and include every single, you know, character over here, give you guys like a tier list of who my favorites are and what I think about every single one of them. But I want to wait on it a little bit. I still know that there are some interactions that we have not seen, interactions from Legion, for example, so, you know, I'll push that a little bit back. And the writing, it's also stellar, both in the sense of, you know, creating important choices, for example, moral choices, grand choices for the player, giving the player the agency, right? But also in the sense of just dialogue. There are just so many unforgettable scenes in this particular game. For example, the many, you know, funny sequences with Jack, and how, you know, the two characters play off of one another, or that one goated scene with Garrus when Shepard calls him, you know, ugly. That's just, it's like an ocean of awesome things to see. Yes. Also, kind of, we have to also mention it over here. There are just so many things to talk about. Shepard has become one of my absolutely favorite protagonists in RPGs. I have to go on a record and say it, and it is not only because of the writing I was talking about, but also because of the voice actor and the amazing performance that he is giving. In this case, for male Shepard, I have no experiences with the femme Shepard, and this actually goes for all of the characters. They bring this universe to life, and this, you know, all comes together because of the voice acting. Performances are just phenomenal. But going back to Shepard, you know, such a range on like the voice actor, you know, the tough guy acts that he puts on when we are having renegade stuff happening, to, you know, all of those rallying and goosebump giving speeches. Essentially, I'm thinking currently to like the Taliban when there was like the Quarian Council, or even like the soothing voice, the Shepard voice actor is, you know, giving to Tali when he realizes like that corpse on the ground, that Korean corpse of the ground, is, you know, her father, and there is this very emotional Paragon interrupt. Just so much good stuff regarding voice acting also. The visuals, also spectacular, you know, all of the designs carried over from Mass Effect 1 are still awesome, but the game blesses us with so much new stuff, you know, for all of the races and, you know, the hub worlds they live in. The game also certainly looks more cinematic than the very first one. In this regard, I would even describe Mass Effect 1 as sometimes, you know, a little bit awkward regarding like how certain things are shown on the screen. Mass Effect 2, however, has great storyboards, great shots, how like the camera moves through like this digital environment, lighting, particle effects, even downright to, you know, the most, you know, mundane environments. It all looks beautiful. If we are talking about music, and I'm not an expert on music, so I don't want to call it an improvement in this particular game, because I like the tunes of the original, but I think I prefer these soundtracks, you know, a little bit more. They certainly feel appropriate for the occasion. Mass Effect 1 had this Geth vibe, a little bit of that synth, you know, tunes, and Mass Effect 2 has more a serious, let's call it maybe even dark, you know, soundtrack, a little bit more appropriate for like the vibe they are going with, the vibe of like a suicide mission. And the sound design is also flawless in this game. It's always a pleasure to hear, you know, Shepard unload a gun into someone or punch someone, or just, you know, observing vessels traveling through zero-G. It always sounds crisp. And for performance, nothing notable can be said. A few bugs here and there, but for around 90 or so hours in the game, truly nothing notable. Yeah, and I think that's going to be it, considering the my thoughts about Mass Effect 2. Considering future content from Mass Effect 2, there still is something on the table that we could be hitting up. First of all, off camera, I want to do all of like the scanning of the planets, so we get to farm all of those N7 missions that are left in the game. Doing all of them seems only appropriate and natural, and in the process we'll be able to hit, you know, more of conversations with Legion, you know, truly get everything that this individual has to say. Obviously giving to you guys the character tier list, and maybe obviously one episode considering the codex reading, and also a section where I want to include reading the files of the Shadow Broker about not only our squad but other important characters in the Mass Effect universe. I don't know how many episodes that was and how much content still is there in Mass Effect 1, but I will try to squeeze them together so we don't linger and, you know, venture forth ASAP in order to see what Mass Effect 3 has to offer. And I believe that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching today, and for watching in general, and, you know, joining me on this very much lengthy Mass Effect journey. Yeah. So like, comment and subscribe, but remember to do it only if you guys feel like it. It's always greatly appreciated though when you guys do, because it helps this channel a great deal. And considering the channel, also check it out, there may be some blind playthroughs in there that may pique your interest. For the very last time, thank you guys for watching, see you in the very next one, and bye bye, stay safe out there, you beautiful people. Bye bye!